Welcome to my channel. I was speechless watching Ibrahim Zadran smash that final six against England, securing Afghanistan's victory in dramatic fashion. But here's what blows my mind. Just minutes earlier, Afghanistan was teetering on collapse at 37-3. How did a team on the brink of disaster transform their fortunes into one of cricket's greatest upsets? What tactical shifts led to this stunning turnaround? That's what we're breaking down today. The untold story behind how a struggling side managed to produce a performance that would include the highest individual score in Champions Trophy history. Kadi, from disaster to determination, Afghanistan's rocky start. What if I told you that just 9 overs into this match, Afghanistan looked completely finished? The scene at Sharjah Cricket Stadium was grim for Afghanistan fans. Their team, making their debut in the prestigious Champions Trophy, found themselves in a nightmarish situation. Within the first power play, their batting lineup had been decimated, standing at a precarious 37-3. The scoreboard told a story of impending doom as Rahmanullah Gurbaz, Siddiq Atal, and Rahmat Shah, 3 of Afghanistan's most reliable batsmen, trudged back to the pavilion with their heads down. England's pace sensation, Jofra Archer, was breathing fire. With his trademark smooth run-up and explosive delivery stride, Archer had claimed all 3 wickets, making the ball talk in ways that left the Afghan batsman completely bewildered. His pace was too hot to handle, his line impeccable, and his bounce unpredictable. The English fielders circled like sharks, sensing blood in the water as Afghanistan's batting order seemed to be disintegrating before their eyes. The odds couldn't have been stacked more heavily against Afghanistan. Here they were, tournament newcomers, facing the defending ODI world champions, whose lineup boasted some of cricket's biggest stars. The English side, dripping with experience and pedigree, looked poised to steamroll their way to an easy victory against the underdog Afghans. To truly appreciate the gravity of this moment, we need to understand Afghanistan's remarkable journey to this stage. Their cricket story began in refugee camps, where players honed their skills using makeshift equipment on dusty, uneven grounds. Many team members grew up during times of conflict, using cricket as an escape from the harsh realities around them. Their rise from ICC associate member to full member status in 2017 represented one of sport's most inspiring journeys. Now facing collapse in their first Champions Trophy appearance, it felt like that fairy tale might end in heartbreak. But cricket's beauty lies in its unpredictability, and what happened next would change the complexion of the match entirely. Captain Hashmatullah Shahidi walked to the crease with determination etched on his face. Joining Ibrahim Zadran, who had been watching the carnage unfold from the non-striker's end, Shahidi made a critical decision that would alter the course of the match. Rather than trying to counter-attack and potentially lose more wickets, they chose patience and resilience. We needed to respect the good balls and punish the bad ones, Shahidi would later reveal in the post-match interview. Our plan was simple: survive the Archer spell and rebuild. What followed was a masterclass in crisis management. Ball by ball, over by over, Shahidi and Zadran constructed a 103-run partnership that gradually shifted momentum away from England. Shahidi's contribution of 40 runs might seem modest on paper, but its value transcended the numbers. He provided stability when Afghanistan needed it most, allowing Zadran to grow in confidence at the other end. As the partnership flourished, something remarkable happened to England's body language. Their earlier swagger gave way to frustrated glances and hands-on-hips postures. The English bowlers, who had started the match, breathing fire, now found themselves struggling for answers as Afghanistan's middle order began to find their rhythm. The turning point came around the 30th over mark. England's bowlers, having exhausted their initial burst of energy, began showing signs of fatigue. The Afghan batsmen, sensing this change, started expanding their shot selection. Boundaries that were rare in the first 20 overs now came with increasing frequency. The intimidating English bowling attacks suddenly looked vulnerable. Afghanistan's recovery from 37-3 to a competitive total wasn't just about cricket skills. It was a testament to the resilience that has defined their approach to facing cricket giants. This was a team that refused to be defined by their early setbacks, showing the world that their place in this tournament was earned, not gifted. The record-breaking masterclass. Ibrahim Zadran's historic 177. While Afghanistan's comeback showed their collective spirit, it was Ibrahim Zadran, who would take this resilience to unprecedented heights. A player who just weeks earlier couldn't even walk without pain due to injury, now standing at the crease with the weight of a nation's hopes on his shoulders. Have you ever witnessed someone transform under pressure like a phoenix rising from ashes? When Ibrahim Zadran took guard after Afghanistan's early collapse, he faced not only England's menacing bowlers, but also battled through physical pain from injuries that had limited his mobility just weeks before this crucial match. Zadran's innings unfolded in two remarkable acts. Recognizing the precarious situation, he first adopted a cautious approach, methodically building the foundation his team desperately needed. He assessed field placements with surgical precision, identified which bowlers to target, and accumulated runs with patient determination, taking 106 balls to reach his century. This wasn't the exciting boundary-filled innings cricket fans typically celebrate. It was calculated and exactly what Afghanistan required in that moment. Then came the transformation that left spectators in awe. The cautious accumulator suddenly unleashed his full arsenal of shots. Zadran scored an incredible 77 runs from just 40 deliveries, manipulating England's bowlers who had earlier dominated the exchanges. His footwork against spinners became masterful, coming down the track when needed, or rocking back to create room for his powerful cuts. Against pacers, he played late, using their speed to guide the ball into open spaces rather than fighting against it. Throughout his innings, Zadran orchestrated vital partnerships that became the backbone of Afghanistan's recovery. With Hashmatullah Shahidi, he added 41 crucial runs, patiently rebuilding after the early collapse. Later, alongside the experienced Mohammad Nabi, their 40-run partnership accelerated precisely when Afghanistan needed momentum, with Zadran leading the charge and significantly boosting the scoring rate. The final 8 overs showcased Zadran at his devastating best as Afghanistan plundered 96 runs. You could see England's players deflate with each boundary, their body language shifting from confident to resigned. Their captain rotated bowling options desperately, but nothing could contain Zadran, who was seeing each delivery as an opportunity to make history. And make history he did. His 177 runs shattered the record for the highest individual score in Champions Trophy history. Even more significantly, he became the first Afghan player ever to score over 150 runs in an ICC event, a watershed moment for Afghan cricket on the global stage. When finally dismissed, his teammates lifted him onto their shoulders, a warrior carried from the battlefield. Afghan fans erupted in celebration, flags waving with pride and disbelief. Zadran himself, typically reserved, allowed a moment of visible emotion as he soaked in a standing ovation from cricket fans of all nationalities. "It means a lot to me," Zadran reflected after the match, his voice soft but filled with conviction. "As much as you work hard, I had trusted in myself. I wanted to bat longer and longer. That 105 is a special moment for me." In those simple words lay the essence of his remarkable innings, self-belief and determination, transforming into something truly historic. What we witnessed today wasn't just another cricket match. It was Afghanistan's definitive statement to the world. Jonathan Agnew captured it perfectly when he said, "A few years ago you'd have said that losing to Afghanistan would be like England slipping on a banana skin. But they are a hugely improved side, and they are right up there with the best in white ball cricket." This victory represents something much deeper than tournament success. It's the culmination of Afghanistan's remarkable journey, having now defeated cricket giants like England in major ICC events. What makes this so inspiring is how they've crafted their success through authenticity rather than imitation. This is the blueprint for underdogs everywhere. Authentic self-belief, combined with embracing what makes you unique, can topple even the mightiest opponents. What setback might become your breakthrough victory? Share your thoughts below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. And don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts or what you'd like to see next. See you in the next video.